today. This is my first live screen here in Italy after visiting Africa. So it's something so amazing, and I truly appreciate you all who have wished me happy birthday. Pray for me. I'm so glad to have you in my life, to be sincerely, seriously with you. So listen, there is a reason why God allow your enemy to live long. you know it's something so amazing, that people who hate you, God in his own divine way allow them to live long. It's not because he is not seeing the evil they are doing, or the evil intention they have towards you, or their mindset, their attitudes, their character. God is aware of every single thing. Oh my God, there is a reason why God allowed them to be alive even till now. There is a prayer that I do used to pray when I was at home. When I was in Nigeria, there is a prayer that I do used to follow people to do or to pray. And it's not about maybe it's something bad or is something evil. But the more you grow in Christianity, the more you realize some certain things that are ought to put together. So I do used to pray this prayer: God, kill my enemy, destroy my enemy, do this, destroy them. But I realized that the more I keep praying for them to die, the more I realize that none of them is dying. So what I mean is this: God have a reason why he keep them alive, because God don't want you to celebrate alone. Yes, let's just be real. Like if today now, maybe I announce tomorrow is my wedding day. Tomorrow is my wedding day. I will only expect my followers to come. So there must be, some people will be the one that will share the envelope. Even people who are not, people who hear. But, sometimes the reason why things go viral is not only because of people around you, people who love you. Most time, people who love you are those who spread rumors about you. They are the one who will tell their neighbor, "Oh, can't you do know that our friend, that boy, that lady that we hate so much is not celebrating." So God have a reason why he decide to give them long life. Think about the life of Haman. If you read the book of Esther, after everything that Haman did, Haman was so wicked, a noble man, a well-respected man, but he still have the mindset of trying to destroy Esther. But while he was there doing all those things, plotting evil, trying to destroy Esther, trying to terminate the life of Esther, God was there watching him, because God want to take glory from his wicked doing. So when God allow your enemy to live, it's not because God maybe he is not capable of taking their life, or is not seeing what they are doing, but he want them to witness the favor is about to give to you. He want them to witness the glory that is about to share, or is about to pump out into your life. He wants your enemy to live long in order for them to testify his goodness. God, that's the money of my life. He wants them to live long. He want them to be, how would I say it? He want them to witness it. He want them to live, so that when other people who are not aware of where you come from, or what you have gone through, or the things, there is a success that will around you, you will not be able to explain it. You will not be able to tell them how you do it. But those people that God allowed to live long will be the one that will tell, "Hey, yes, no, it's not like that." We were there. We know how he struggled. We know the pain he have gone through. You know, we can't lie now. But we can't just narrate how he get all these things. So God allow your enemy to live long because he truly want them to testify. He want them to be the people that will go around and be telling them, he deserve it. You know, he deserve that blessing. He deserves the glory of God. You know, he deserves it even more. Because God don't want you to celebrate alone. God want them to witness it. And some of them will be like, oh my God, how come we say we're married? How come we say we're share? We know. You know, despite of the fact that we are not agree, we know we don't love him, but he's still doing it. He's still making it. You know, God is still faithful. God don't want them to die just like that. God don't want them to live just like that. God truly want them to be alive to witness his mighty work in your life. God want them to live and witness the greatness in you. Because some people come into your life to see how you are going to end. But God decided to allow them to live so that in a time like this, they will be the one that will be telling others, oh, you don't know what he have passed through. You don't know what he have gone through. You don't know what we have set ahead of him. You know, we thought he's not going to be able to make it. But right now, we can see it. You know, they'll be like, hey, never. If you're happy, clap your hand. If you're happy, you really want to show that you're happy, shut up. Because God wants them to live. That is why, my brothers, don't just bother yourself. You know, trying to pray, trying to ask God, kill my enemy, destroy my enemy. Just ask God, give me what you wish to give me, and let my enemy become what? A living testimony to your greatness. Because God, everything that God, you know, the reason why I love God so much is because there is no mistake in all he's doing. We only see it as mistake, but at the end of the joining, we realize that all these things are not mistake. It's for a purpose. God keep you in that environment, not because God is not seeing what they are talking behind you, not because God is not seeing what your neighbors they are discussing, or the evil that they are plotting. God is aware of all, but He just want them to for them to waste their time in plotting evil while He keep promoting you. So there is a reason why God allowed them to live long. You know, like those days when I was in Africa, I do used to follow my friends. We would just be playing, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by... But when I realized it, there is no place where I can now figure out that they are now done. And even the Bible says, the enemies are rolling around looking for whom to devour. It says, resist the devil. He will do what? He will flee the way. So if the word of God said we should resist them, and that means there is a purpose why God asks us to resist them. That means God does want us to resist them in order for them to live long and witness His mighty hand. So God don't want majority of them to just disappear like that. He wants them to witness your glory. That is why after everything that the brothers of Joseph did, at the end of the joining, Joseph tell them, he said, what you people meant for evil, God has finally turn it for my good. So no matter what they are doing behind you, no matter the evil that they may try to plot, no matter the enchantment or the evil setup, the truth is this: you have the last word laugh. Yes, believe me. They may try to tell you, you can't make it without us. In glory, you can't say we are going to leave you. Not in our lifetime. You are going to prosper. You won't be able to go far. It's because of us you are. It's because of us you are making it. So if we leave you, we are going to see how you are going to make it. And God will just look them from far and said, no, this was okay. For what they are now saying behind you, I'm going to shock them. God will just give you testimony of my life. Some of them say, God is blessing him. God is enlarging him. We thought he's not going to be able to do it. That setup, that disappointment. How come he's able to? Because God, in his own divine way, he knows how to do or to handle them step by step. Let me tell you something that make me to cry today. And whenever I remember this, I always share what tears. I have never shared this mighty and marvelous testimony of God in my life. I have been homeless. I have been abused, been harassed. People have talked down on me. I traveled to Africa not because I deserve it. Not because I deserve it. Because if I remember what people have said about me, the way they humiliated me, the way they talked to me. So there was a video that I was watching. Then I realized all that people do used to say concerning me and all those stuff. Then tears flow. Then I realized that no matter what you are going through, no matter what the enemy may put you through, no matter what they may set ahead of you, God is not God of mistake. The God of Elijah, the God of Moses, the God of Esther is not a God of mistake. That thing that we see as a mistake, that thing that we see as a barrier is a mist in which God take his own glory. So no matter what you're going through or what people are saying, hold your ground. Hold your ground, bro. Believe me. There is a time, in those days, that I would just sit like this. I would just be talking to myself. Imagine how long will this pain remain? How long will I be in that? Will I come out from this frustration? How long will I be able to do what? To overcome? What will I do? I will just be thinking, but not knowing that while I was there thinking what to do, God was ahead of me, planting how to promote. So what am I trying to say is this: God have a purpose why he allowed them to live. God have a purpose why he allowed your enemy to live. Everything and every single thing you are passing through as a choosing, there is none and nothing is by mistake. God, that is why if people are telling you or people are now looking at you, maybe they see you as someone who don't have the opportunities they have, or maybe they see you as maybe you are an orphan, or you don't have help up there, you don't have people who will help you, and it looks like people who supposed to help you are using you the way I have been used. Hey God, the way I have been used. And it looks like people who promised you, they end up using you. Listen, not that God is sleeping, not that God is blind, not that God is not watching, not that God is... What God is after is not what you are going through right now. God is not after what you are passing through right now. God is after what he has said about you. and the worst part of it is that your enemies are not aware of what God have planted or what God is doing for you. They are not aware of it. What they are now aware of is what is in your circle line. That thing that you are now what going through, that is what your enemies, your haters, people who don't want you to excel, what they are now celebrating is your present situation. But they don't know that out of the storm, there is a testimony. There's one of my friends who tell me, yes, can't you don't know that if you don't do what other people are doing, they will not help you. They will not. I look at them, I said, no. God is too what? Is too faithful to fail me. God is too mighty to do what? To include me. God is too what? He is too powerful to do what? To leave me the way other people leave me. So why am I saying this? God is aware of every circumstances around you. And your enemies, many of them are ignorant of what God have ahead of you. That is why some people will do you. Some people will plot evil. Some people will leave you when they know you need them the most. And some of them will come back and say, how come he suddenly grow speedily? How come he suddenly grow mightily despite of our accent? Because some people leave you not because they leave you for no reason. Some of them just leave to see if you will surely be able to make it. Because there are some people who leave you because their mindset was that the reason why you are growing before, the reason why you are excelling is because of the that they are around you. Not knowing that you are the one who is managing them. The worst thing is that people whom you are managing to keep are the same people who will be telling you, we are the reason why you are making it. we are the reason why you are progressing. If we leave, you won't be able to if we leave, you won't be able to make it. And some of them will leave. And they will still be monitoring you to see if truly what they said about you is true. And some of them will be like, oh my God, oh my goodness. We know that your hand is not clean, you are evil. And some of them will be telling you, you are using our destiny, you are using our destiny to progress. Imagine someone who have destiny. Imagine someone who have destiny cannot use it, and another person is using it. Is that not? So the fact truth is that they are frustrated. Majority of people around you choosing ones, many of them are pissed off because of the glory, because of the fact that they are no longer around you. They are no longer celebrating you. They are no longer happy because of the glory of God are in your life. But yet, despite of all they have in mind towards you, you are still standing. It shocked them so much. It hurt them. It pissed them off because their accent have no meaning in your life. Their accent have no value in your life because some people leave you to see how you are going to end. So everything now is shocking them because despite of the fact that they are no longer around you, but yet you are still living. That is why I always tell you, God allow your enemy to live long in order for them to be aware and in order for them to witness what he has, what he have for you. So there is a mighty reason why God allowed them to live. So if you are that kind of, I'm not saying you should not pray for God to resist them for you. I'm not saying you should not pray for God to help you overcome them. But brothers, just think about it. The day of your wedding, who is going to help you to announce? Hey God, who is going to go there and tell them, our friend is about to be celebrated. We don't like it, but we are going to eat rice. Give them something to eat. Even if you don't have something, let them eat. And if it is water, I tell one of my friends, I said, the day of my wedding, even if I don't have money, I don't have anything, I will cook beans I will cook what? Beans. Even if there is no meat inside. When you are coming, bring bread and water. Because sometimes you don't need to do more before you realize that God is doing something marvelous. You don't need to have the whole world, because there are some people who are secretly wondering, hey, how come this guy, how come this lady is not doing what he is doing? Because some people are like, oh my God, he is living great. He is living mighty. He is so wonderful. He is so doing. Because some people just want to, some people just want things to go wrong for you because things are going wrong for them. Some people want you to encounter what they have already encountered. Some people want you to sink in that in that storm because they are not able to do what you are doing. That is why I always tell you, choosing what. Listen, many people cannot be able, and many people are not able to handle the storm the way you handle it. Because some people know how tough things is, but they can't just guess or figure out how you overcome it. That's why some of them will be like, oh my God, how come he's able to escape all these things? Because believe me, you are a living testimony to your what? To your haters. You are a living. Some people are. That's why some people are using you as a contact to God. You may not be aware. Maybe you have no idea the kind of people who hate, who don't want you to succeed. Many of them are secretly praying, God, bless me, give me the knowledge you give to this lady. Oh my God, favor me the way you favored him. Yes, we don't like him, but God, favor me the way you favor him. God, he is blessed in all he's doing. He is protected in all his ways. God, you are the one who mountain for greatness. God, bless him the way you bless. Bless me the way you bless him. But secretly they envy you, but secretly they envy you, hate you, but publicly they act like they love you. And secretly, many of them are secretly also praying for God to favor them the way he favored you. That is why I'm telling you, brothers, there are some people out there who are wondering, who are shocked, who are unhappy, because every single thing that they said to break you always promote you. Let me tell you, if you read the book of Esther, the reason why I love Esther so much is because God allowed Haman to witness the breakthrough of Esther. That is why I always tell us, God allow your enemy to live long. It's not by mistake. Everything that God is doing, none of them is accident. None of them is mistake. None of them is he just want to do it because he just decide. No, he know what he is doing. Because God allowed Haman to live. Think about it. Haman was plotting evil, planning to destroy Esther, and God is aware of all those things. God is a living, God is watching everything that Esther was, and Esther was still praying, God, deliver me from my enemy, protect me. But Esther never prayed for God to destroy Haman. But Esther was there praying for God to promote him, for God to see him, for God to deliver him from his enemy. But God was there secretly watching Esther and still laughing with Haman and said, no, Haman is not aware what I have ahead of this lady. Haman is not aware what I have ahead of this family. They're not aware the glory that I'm about to pump out. And now they are now what? Celebrating the pain, but they don't know the glory that I have for him. So, nevertheless, there is no need for me to allow them to do or to die. Let me just give them privilege for them to live long and witness the glory and witness the breakthrough. And sometimes God will say, no, take this token. And some of them will feel like, is it not the same person that we saw yesterday? How come, all this flexing nice around. Your hand is not clean. You are evil. You are evil. We know you. You are evil. Yes, maybe there's somewhere you belong. You have put your hand in evil. All these Christians, they are using Christianity to pretend. They are using all these things to because God allowed them to live long in order for them to witness your greatness. In order for them to witness his doing. He want them to go up there and be telling people, oh, that our enemy truly he is blessed. that our bad friend is blessed. We that hate him, we are not blessed like him. He is blessed. He is blessed. He is blessed. and we can't live to allow him. We are not going to allow him only to enjoy that breakthrough. That blessing. We must only find a way to come inside to come in life. We want him to be to join him and celebrate. And some of them will come and be telling you, oh, brother, sister, let love lead together. Because they are intimidated, bro. Because they are the glory that they are seeing, it devastates them. Because truly they lost the game. Truly they lost the competition. Truly they lost everything. Because what they meant for evil is absolutely what God is using to elevate, equip, and motivate you. So everything about you scared your enemies. It pissed them off, bro. It hurt them because all that they meant for evil is absolutely what God is using. Because let me tell you two things. There are some people who have secretly set a trap. Believe me, there are some people around you who their main mindset towards you, their agenda, all they have in mind secretly is the evil that they have set around you. That is why many of them now are hanging, within you to see how that evil is going to occur, what the evil is going to do. But what shocked them is that the evil that they said to destroy you have become a fertilizer, a nutrient to your stepping stone. So it pissed the majority of people off because they cannot just guess why it look like anytime they plot evil or anytime they set something to break you, they always have or they always see another breakthrough come. Because some of them, the reason why they are like, oh, we have done this, we have done that, and many of them have celebrated behind you, is because they believe that what they said to destroy you will surely be able and capable to do what? To destroy you. So it pissed them off because nothing that they are doing is perfectly working the way they expect it. And that is why many of them are wondering. That is why many of them are shocked because all that they meant for evil, God have converted. God have rolled it around for your own good. You may be thinking that they are not aware of how fruitful, how unique, how marvelous you are doing. They are seeing everything, bro. Your enemies are really seeing every single thing. They are seeing it. They may look like they are not seeing nothing. Bro, they are watching. They are witnessing everything. Many of them are shocked because God disappoints their devices. Believe me. Many of them cannot tell you, or they will not have that boldness to confront you and tell you, brother, this your power is so mighty. What kind of God are you serving? Are you sure? Are you sure that this God is real? because all that they have done behind you, they can't believe that you still have a God that is mightier, stronger than their gods. So everything about you scared them. Believe me, some of them feel like we know, we know there's somewhere you belong. All this your breakthrough. It's not pure now. Your breakthrough is not pure. We know your hand is not clean. Because people who are evil will always call you evil. This is just the bad truth. People who are evil will always make you feel like you are evil. Because their evil are not capable to match or break you. That is why many of them will end up and be telling you, you are evil. Your hand is not clean. You think we don't know where you belong. You are the only one in this neighborhood growing. In this our working place, you are the only one shining. In this our working place, you are the only one they love the most. In this our working place, you are the only one that is being promoted. In this shop, you are the only one. Customer always patronize everything about you. Anywhere you go, people always love you. People always like to mingle and associate with you. Do you think we don't know that there is a place where you belong? Because we belong to what? God. Everything about God is totally different. So who their intention was to destroy you, many of them are now a living testimony. Many of them are now a shock, because what they meant for evil is absolutely what God have perfectly done for your own good. And that is why many of them are unhappy with you. That is why a lot of them are pissed off, because they never believe in their entire life that God allowed them to. Let me tell you, there are some people around you who are now living long, because they believe that the reason why they are living long is because of the fact that they are wicked. There are some people who are around you who are not saying, the reason why we are living long because we are wicked, we are destroyed, not knowing that God is keeping them alive in order for them to witness the package He has for you. The Bible said the year Hosea died, that is the year Isaiah was able to see. That means God have already revealed. Maybe God have shown Hosea, my prince, the apple of my eye, the only tomato in my fridge, the only one, the one that met my heart. I'm about to give him breakthrough. So I want you to witness him. Witness the breakthrough. I want you to see the breakthrough. I want you to see the miraculous. I want you to see the testimony. I want you to see it. You will not be able to do or to test it. So sometimes God allow your enemy to live long because He want them to see the package but not able to reach where it is. That is why, listen, there's something I love about the word David and King Saul. King Saul, God allowed King Saul to live. God allowed King Saul to do what? To see everything about David. But he was not aware how he was crowned as it. Hey God. That is why if you are also there arguing with people, try to make them believe that you are a Christian. Try to make them believe that you will be favored. My brother, stop wasting your time, because the truth is that they know that spiritually you are favored. Mentally you are favored. Academically you are favored. In all you do, you have. So don't just waste your time and try to tell them, things may be hard now. But I know where I am going to, because they know they can. They know they can feel the breeze. No, bro, let's be real. There are some places you will enter. Not people will not tell you that you are welcome. Your energy will do what will tell you. Oh, this place is. It's just like when I was in the plane. When I when I was in Cotonou in Africa. So the moment I enter inside the plane, I start to feel what, they owned the AC, and the AC was so what? Was so, you understand me? So the moment I enter, I put my bet. I look around. I see a lot of people. So they serve me food. Then the moment they give me food, I said no. Oh, I'm welcome in this place. I'm welcome because my first time when I was here in Italy, that was 2017 when I traveled with one of my friend, an Italy lady, when I went for holiday with her. So when they served me food, I thought that I'm going to pay for the food. I didn't get the food. So the moment we come down, she said, I hope you eat the food they give you. I said, no, I don't have money to pay. So when I enter again, they serve me the same food. I said, no, I will never let this one pass me by. Then I grabbed the food. So the moment they serve me food in Cotonou, nobody advised me to take it. The moment the lady was trying, the moment the lady said, what do you want? I said, anything. And anything. She gave me the pasta. I ate it. I said, oh, I'm welcome. So what am I trying to say? There are some people around you whom they know that things may be tough around you now. Things may not go well. Things may be difficult now. But they actually know that you are going to be greater than them. That is why sometimes many of them will start to do what? Manipulate. Many of them will start to make a move in order for them to convince you not to focus on your purpose, in order for them to convince you not to do what you love in doing, because they truly know that there is something ahead of that your gradually process. Gradually. They know that there's something ahead of it. So the reason why many of them are not like, no, let's just put it in this way. You know that maybe you don't, there are some people you may be working with, maybe your master, your neighbors, your family members, your friends, your co-workers. You know that maybe financially they are more balanced than you. It may be a materialistic, in terms of materialistic things, maybe houses, this or that. You know that they have it. They have it. But why do you think that most time majority of people who have all these things will still be jealous of you? Because they know that things may not be okay now, but in time to come, they will surely do what come to you and be telling you how do you do it. That is no, they actually know that you are going to be great. They actually know that you are going to be fruitful. They actually know that that out of the belly will flow that a living what things. So that is why many of them are always pissed off. So when I landed, there was, when our flight delay in Turkey, because I entered from, I branch in Cotonou, and I was, we roll around, visit some areas in Cotonou, etc. And it was something so marvelous. So when our flight, delay, 1 hour delay, we missed our flight in Turkey. Then we decide to wait for the next flight 2 hours. So in that place, they give us what? Food. If you watch my video, the video that I posted. So, when I was there with some of my friends, I meet a lot of people. So in that process, we were like, I was just looking around. I said, oh my God. That means God have a reason why all those tears that I share, praying for God to give me something that I will be able to travel to Africa in order for me to see, things. That means God have a reason why he delayed this flight. I was just like, oh my God, look at this place. Look, because sometimes delay is not what? A deny. Sometimes delay is not a deny. Most of the delay you encounter, many of them are blessing. Many of them are what are greatness. Many of them are fruitfulness. Many of them are open door. So God allowed delay to come into your life, not because he want to deny you or deprive you from what he has for you, because he know that out of that delay, there is a decree for you to accomplish your what? Your purpose. That is why if people are not seeing, are telling you, hey, it's too late for you to get married, just tell them, I know he is able to do what he says he will do. I know he is able to do what he says he will do. So when people are telling you, you don't have a job, just tell them, there is a God to follow, abundant is to follow. I have that God, I believe he is able to do it again. So when people are telling you, can't you don't know that all your mates are doing it, all your mates are making it, just tell them, he owed the debt I could not pay, he paid it. We could not tell, because God have a reason. When some people are laughing, you just tell them, yesterday he ran, today he still reign. He reign forevermore. My God will reign. Oh, yesterday he reign. He reign in my life. Oh, today come and reign. And reign forevermore. So when people are telling you, okay, we are going to make it better than you. You can't excel without us. You can't make it. Just tell them. Esther was nobody. God made him to become somebody. Just tell them. Haman called himself somebody, but God humiliated him and promoted what? Esther. Just tell them, Joseph was nobody, but he turned everything around for his what? For his good. That the same God who wrote the story of Esther, Haman, that the same God who turned the years, that the captivities of what? He turned it around. That the same God is still alive. When some people are telling you, let's see how you are going to end it, just tell them, I know he have made it. I know he have made it. Meaning that God have made it. And on the cross he said it is what? It is finished. Just tell them, it is marvelous here. Hey! It is marvelous here. It is marvelous here. God is marvelous here. God is marvelous here. God is marvelous here. God is marvelous here. Because the blind cannot see what God has for you. God is marvelous here. He is marvelous here. God is marvelous here. When some people are telling you, hey, you are it's too late for you to be blessed, just tell them. Covenant keeping God, hey, there is no one like him. Oh my God, have fun, oh, there is no one like you. When people are telling you, you are too old, you are too what? You are it's too long. You are, maybe they see how long things have been going tough. Maybe they concluded and said that you won't be able to progress. So see, just tell them, God is marvelous here. God is marvelous here. Hey, God is marvelous, yeah. God is marvelous, yeah. God is marvelous, yeah. Just tell them, bro. You don't need to argue with them. You don't need to argue with them. When people tell you, can't you don't know that all your mates have married? Can't you don't know that all your mates are blessed? Can't you don't know that all the business around you, they are growing better than you? Where is your God? Just tell them. There is something that make me come into his presence. Hey, my helper, my healer. And there is something that makes me come into his presence. My helper, my helper, my helper, my healer, oh, my healer. Oh, there is something that makes me come into his presence. My helper, because God have a reason for everything. And the truth is that majority of your enemy, God don't want them to be aware where he is taking you to. God don't want them to be aware where he is leading you to. So God just want them to see the story. He don't want them to steal the glory right now. Glory. We are too we are to be denied. Hey, God. Some people said, you can't be blessed. You can't be blessed. You can't be blessed without us. You can't be able to make it without us. When they are saying it, just look them and said, oh, kaya, oh God. Jehovah Nemema, horrible ya, kaidi wedding donadike, isi dikendo, oh kaine jidi akakao, akawa kaya, aka Jehovah Nemema. When people are telling you you can't make it, just tell that the hand of God is too mighty not to bless you. The hand of God is too blessed not to release the God. How can they be telling you that you can't make it when they know out of the abundance? He said he will open up the windows of heaven and blessed you, that there will not be a room. He didn't say, listen, some people don't reason when they are talking to choosing. Some people will just tell you can't be blessed. When they know that God did not tell you that He is going to open windows and bless you, that your pocket will not be for you to receive it. God did not tell you your hand will not be enough for you to receive. He said your room, everything about you will not be enough for you to refuse. And some people will be telling you you can't make it, you can't succeed. I never see this kind of generation. Some people just say you are going to fail. Let's see how you are going to prosper. Let's see if you will get married. Let's see if your business will excel. When they know that out of nothing, God makes something. Hey, out of nothing, God makes something. Out of the foolishness of the things in the world, God used it to become what? To make it become something. David was left as a black sheep in the family. David was treated as a scapegoat, but God is infamous mercy turned David from black sheep, from scapegoat to become a king. Esther was neglected, was harassed, embarrassed. They make him look like she is nobody, but God is in that make me come into His presence, my Savior. Because they don't know what God has for you. They don't know the promise of God in your life. They don't know what God has said concerning you. Hey God, God have called you to prosper. God already lay a decree that wherever you go, you are blessed. And some people are telling you, you can't go far without us. You can't. That is why, my father used to call it show banker. It's something, they're ignorant. That's why I always say, if people don't want to help you, just leave them. A time will come where people who rejected you will need you the most. We are living in a world where people will be thinking that they are the sources behind your greatness. And some of them will think that if they leave you, you will not be able to excel. Oh Jesus, Akaya Dikike. The hand of God is too powerful to allow your enemies, their word come to pass. That is why the Bible said, He disappointed the devices of the crafties, so that their hands will not carry out their enterprise. That's why the Bible says, who is that speaketh? And it shall come to pass when the Lord our God have not commanded. That is why the Bible says, He is the Lord that doeth it, that men may fear them. He said He will pour out blessing that there will not be enough room. And some people said, you will be able to make it. But right now, believe me, majority of people up there are absolutely wondering, are absolutely shocked, because they can't just guess how you made it. They can't just figure out how suddenly you start to excel, progress, elevate despite of all that they have towards you, despite of all the evil that they plotted behind you. Some of them we said the God that answered by fire, the God that bless you by fire, he will be angry when they hate you. Listen, just tell them, I know who I am. I know who I am. Oh, what God says I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. Ooh, I know who I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. I'm walking in power. Ooh, I'm walking in miracle. I need the life of favor. I know who I am. I know who I am. Oh, what God says I am. Oh, I know who I am, brother. We know who I am. They don't know who you are. And all they see is only the story. God never opened their eyes to see the glory. God. Akaya jinejem. Oh, mema jemo. Everything about God is something so marvelous. So God have a reason why he allow your enemies to live long. There is a great purpose why he decide to give them long life. It's not because God don't want them to keep, mocking, or God want them to keep jealousy, or God want them to keep envying you. God have a purpose why he keep them alive. He just want them to witness. He just want them to see. Yes, he do this. He do this. He there was a storm here. There is obstacle here. But in all, he was able to escape it. She was able to escape it. Yes, things were tough, so hard. But at the end, we are now living to see how fruitful it becomes. Because God wants your enemy to see the joy. God wants them to see the testimony. God wants them to live and witness what he has for you. So, anything you are going through right now, say choosing, believe me, God is aware of it. Your enemy may not be aware of where God is taking you to. All that they know is where you are right now. But all I'm telling you, choosing, is that you get the laugh or the last laugh. A day will come where you will sit like this and be imagine, God. Just like this afternoon, there was a video that I was watching. So I start to recall what people have said concerning me. The word, then tears start to flow. I was just like, oh my God. That means, despite of all these things that I have gone through, all these things are God's plan. All these things are God's will. Why I was there, thinking. Why I was there, having sleepless nights, not knowing that God is there unlocking the door that have been locked. God was there opening doors that the enemies have locked. God is there, promoting, pushing, doing things behind me, unknown to me. So what am I trying to say? People up there, majority of people up there don't know what God is doing ahead of you. Maybe you yourself have no idea. Things are tough now. Maybe you don't have the idea. What God is doing. Because God is not tired of you. God is not tired of promoting you, bro. God is not tired of elevating you. God is not tired of increasing you. Everything God has for you is for your own good. Everything God is doing for you is for your own good. So no matter what the enemy may plot, no matter what the enemy may do, everything is always working and everything will always work for your good. And this is why many of them will always end up hating you. This is why majority of people up there will always end up envying you, because despite of the storm, you are still blessed. Despite of what of the difficulties, you are still what favored. Despite of the obstacles, you are still what favored. So it pissed the majority of people up there, because you are blessed beyond their expectation. Because you are blessed beyond their what? Their expectation. So it pissed a lot of people up there off, brothers. It hurt them because many of them are shocked, because the more evil they plot, the more evil they do, the more evil they plant against you, the more they realize that you are blessed. The more they realize that you are favored, the more they realize that you are what? You are elevated. The more they realize that you are what? You are increasing in all. That is why I always tell us, don't forget the fact that they are pretending like they are not seeing the glory of God around you. The truth is this: they are absolutely what? Seeing all. They are seeing the step of what? Of greatness every single day. They are seeing the testimony of God in your life. They are seeing the uniqueness of God in your life. They are seeing the breakthrough of God in your life. They are living to see everything. But many of them will prefer not to do it, not to show it, because they are jealous of the fact that they are not blessed the way you are blessed. My brothers, you are blessed, bro. You are blessed. You are blessed beyond majority of people around you, beyond their expectation. There are a lot of people up there who never in their entire life believe, that things will perfectly work well for you the way it's working for you right now. So everything about you scared majority of people up there. It scared them too much. Believe me, majority of people up there are absolutely was scared because of the fact that you are blessed. And God is now allowing them to live long, to witness his glory, to witness his mighty word blessing, to witness all that he has for you. God is allowing your enemy to live long in order for them to be the one that will go around and be telling people up there, we know what he have gone through. We know the struggle. We know the things that he have already been involved with. We know how tough life is. But right now, the case is different. That is why God keep allowing them to live. God, in all he's doing, there is no mistake that he's doing by allowing them to live long. He just wants them to become what? A testifier. He wants them to become a witness. He wants them to do it, to live and tell their friends, this guy, this lady, this woman is quite different from the rest of others. He wants them to live and witness his mighty work in your life. So stop trying to make it look like God is not aware of what you are going through. God is not aware of what you are passing through. That's why I always tell us, choose. There are a lot of people who are expecting you to quit that marriage. There are a lot of people who are secretly praying to see you quit that relationship. There are a lot of people who are plotting evil. They want you to quit that business. There are a lot of people who are doing things behind the scene. They want you to quit that your purpose. They want you to quit that your addiction. They want you to quit what gives you joy, because they can't do what you are doing, brothers. Believe me, they just want you to quit, because many of them have quitted. Because some people are like, oh my God, how come she is able to get to this place? How come she is not even having there is no sign that she is ready to quit? They just want you to quit. want you to give up. They just want you to surrender because many of them have quitted. Believe me, a lot of people around you choosing ones, majority of them have quitted their dream. Majority of them have quitted their purpose. Majority of them, they cannot even explain how if you tell them what your purpose, they cannot just tell it because many of them have forgot. Many of them have already tired. Many of them are tired of what of focusing, and it keep hurting them. Many of them are hurt because they can't just guess why they quit, but you refuse to quit. They can't just guess why it look like they stop, but you too refuse to stop. They can't just get it why you refuse to give up the way they give up. And that is why many of them don't love you anymore. That is why many of them are unhappy because they keep seeing you winning instead of losing like them. They keep seeing you elevating instead of become a failure like them. Because there are some people who are like, how come you are not failing? How come you are not a loser? How come you are always progressing? How come you are always winning? Because they wish to see what they are seeing in their own life. They wish to see it in your own life. They wish to see the worst happen. They wish to see things go tough. They wish to see things become difficult for you because things are hard for them. But it hurt them because the more they expect things to go tough for you, the more they realize that you are promoted. The more they realize that you are elevating. And that is why many of them are filled with pain. Because what they meant for evil, what they are expecting to destroy you, is finally what God have finally used to elevate you. Because many of them thought was if they denied you, you will do it. If they delayed you, if maybe they try to put asunder, that will deprive you from accomplishing your purpose. Because many of them are expecting to see you lose because they lost. So it pissed them off because God keep giving them a reason in order for them to witness your promotion. And that is why many of them are unhappy. That is why many of them are frustrated because God allowed them to live long in order for them to witness your greatness. Remain blessed. May God bless you. So this is all I have for us today. So if you are new in this channel, don't forget to subscribe and help me to share it to all your families and friends. You got what I'm saying? Help me to send it to as many as you can. You can also help me to share it on your Facebook, Instagram, any place that you do you participate. Help me to share it. Both in your WhatsApp status, help me to post it. And don't forget that everything will always work for your own for your own good. Remain blessed. May God bless you. And if you feel like supporting this channel, the link is this there. I am always using paper, and be aware of of scammers. You know what I'm saying? Be aware of scammers, please. Because many people have been scammed. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of them. So may God bless you and remain blessed. You know what I'm saying? Remain blessed. Hope to see you in my life in my next life scream. And don't forget, I will also be posting video today. So remain blessed and be blessed forever. Amen.